Good morning and welcome to Be My Guest Plus, brought to you by the YMCA, and of course our guest today, City Manager of Two Rivers, Greg Buckley, and thanks for joining us today.
Always good to be here, Lee. Thank you.
So you did a presentation to the Manitowoc Two Rivers Chamber of Commerce. Can you tell us about what you talked about?
Sure. Every month the Chamber does their Business Connects with Government. It used to be a lunch once a month. Of late it's been a Zoom meeting, virtual meeting. Really was just a Two Rivers update, but shared developments on a number of fronts. Industrial, we're really happy that we have a new building going up out at our industrial park. All energy management, a young man named Ian Slager, who's from Two Rivers, has a business in the wind energy sector, serving ag, commercial, small industrial with wind systems. So it will feature 2 wind turbines in the front yard and a new building, about a $1.3 million investment. The city's helping with a TIF grant from our TID number 14 for about $250,000 out there. We've also had an inquiry from one of our other industries out at the park on an expansion project of about 35,000 square feet. More on that in 2022. On the commercial front, of course, we're really looking forward to Cool City Brewing Company opening downtown in the former Wells Fargo Bank. That'll be a new eating, drinking, entertainment venue downtown. I'll probably forget my numbers, but seating inside for somewhere north of 150 people. Outdoor seating, very much needed in TR, for about 80 people. So we're excited about that. Emily Ristican, the young woman that brought us Screamin' Conuts, the great ice cream in the really great little pink building, recently purchased the former gas station at 12th and Madison. You might remember it as Peterson's Mobile.
Right.
More recently, TK's Automotive. And she is going to be opening the High Lift coffee shop there. And
that's a good area.
Watch for some really cool things to happen. And that will be, I think, a burst of energy and a real visual improvement in that Madison Street corridor. And how cool to see a young entrepreneur making that investment. On the housing front, we're optimistic about 2022. We have sold 7 lots this year in the city-developed Sandy Bay Highlands Conservation Subdivision, headed out of town toward the state forest, and actually have a couple other parties that are looking actively right now. So we hope to see a number of new homes going up out there next year. 6 new condo units have been completed at the old Washington High School site, Washington Highlands, and we've got some multifamily housing development going on, an affordable family housing development called the River Lofts, over West River Lofts, excuse me, over near the old Eggers West plant site on some vacant property, right at the west end of that old railroad trestle that folks know in downtown Two Rivers. That's a major investment by a Milwaukee area developer in affordable family housing. There's another developer that has a contract to purchase the long vacant Hanson the Florist property, 3000 Forest Avenue. We have a TIF there and a development agreement in the works. Finally, downtown on the river, the former Eggers plant site, just up the way from City Hall, on the East Twin River, there's also developer interest in that site, which is now owned by the city. So lots of good things happening. Yeah. This has been a great tourism year. Room taxes up about 50% over last year, and that I'd attribute to a lot of folks really wanting to get out and enjoy outdoor recreational activities outside of major metro areas with all the COVID. Not only that, we've got great things to offer, and the new cobblestone helped coming online in 2020, and we're finding that fully a third, now 30% to a third of our room tax monies now are coming from individual vacation rentals in the community. So that was already a trend. I think recent events, COVID and all that, have only accelerated that trend and interest in individual vacation rental properties. So good things happening in Two Rivers. Good. Look forward to sharing them on the flip side in 2022.
You got it. Well, thank you for joining us, Greg.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure. You can hear today's show at WOMTradio.com/podcast. For the YMCA and Be My Guest Plus, I'm Lee Douglas.